All right, look who's here. It's my main man, Matt Diggs from theoldcoast.com. And if he's here, that means we're talking about 405A Division II. And that is all about Fort Worth ISD, Carrollton Creekview, and the team everybody's shooting for, which is Grapevine. Talk to me about how you think this district may play out this year.
Yeah, this is Grapevine's district. I mean, there are a lot of contenders and pretenders, but at the end of the day, and we talk about it in several districts, it's a team and everybody else. In this case, it's Grapevine and everybody else. Grapevine does have to find a new quarterback, and I think that's going to be crucial to their success, their ability to have a new quarterback come in transition. But they have such a good infrastructure around whoever that quarterback will be. One of my favorite players of the whole class of next year is going to be Caleb Tejada. I mean, this is a special kid. And if you're a player watching this, go look at his Twitter. He does it right. He advertises himself. He is approachable. He is team first. I mean, he is a dream. And I could just say it. We could spend the whole segment talking about Caleb Tejada. Love the guy. He's coming back, all district running back, and he is going to be a force. And what I really like about Grapevine is how big they are. That infrastructure. They got a set of twins. You and I know a little something about twins in our lives. But Drake and Dylan Bequeath are just 6'5", 6'6" beasts. And they're on the offensive line. They'll play defense as well. So, I mean, we're talking about a 5A team that has 6A size. And they also have another all-team, first-team all-district lineman, Josh Logan, coming back. And the district newcomer of the year, Parker Polk, who's also a great baseball player, he's coming back. So you have this really good core in Grapevine, and I don't see any team in this district being within 4 or 5 touchdowns of them, honestly. I think it's going to be the Grapevine show. And that really speaks to them. I think Grapevine's going to be looking for a good playoff run. But that doesn't mean there's not going to be good drama in the rest of the district. I think this is a fun district to watch because of the parity we're going to have in the rest of the teams. I think you have 5 teams legitimately looking for the last 3 playoff spots. I really like Forest Southwest. I mean, they have probably the number 1 talent in the whole district in Philip Bradford. I mean, this is a guy who is just absolute beast mode in multiple sports. So Forest Southwest is a team, and they played Grapevine the best last year. So I think that Southwest is right there. I like Forest Poly. I've always had a spot in my heart for Forest Poly. Shamar Johnson, as a freshman, really got on people's radars, and he's going to be coming back as a sophomore. Unfortunately, one of our favorite stories, Ward, was Forest Northside the last couple of years. I have them kind of trending down, and I think Forest South Hills and Forest White are going to be kind of the 2 teams fighting for that playoff spot.
Interesting. Now, you mentioned a lot of players. Is there any player that you didn't mention that we might want to keep an eye on, and maybe on the team that's not going to make the playoffs, or in your mind?
Well, I really like Chris Clayton. He's a running back from South Hills. He's done good things the last couple of years. And the Scorpions are a team that if they have a good running back, you can't count them out. That's why I kind of put them as my sleeper team. I know Forth Wyatt has an up-and-coming quarterback, but they're young, have to kind of prove themselves on the varsity level. They might instantly get our attention by week 3 or 4, but they're kind of on my watch list. But Chris Clayton is kind of another player to keep an eye out. And also, let's give a shout out. This Creekview had a new coach this year. Tony Castillo was a former NS offensive coordinator. He's coming in. I think Creekview's not going to be ready to compete for a year or 2, but I think we're going to be talking about them in kind of the same way we talk about Grapevine in a couple of years. He's a great coach, and I think he's going to get that program up the hill.
Excellent. I know they got that big tight end, Sean Solis, out there too.
Absolutely.
They labeled him as a wide receiver last year, but he'll be playing tight end if he gets on to the next level.
Absolutely.
All right, I appreciate it. It looks like it's Grapevine's district. We'll see. And next week we'll talk 5A Division II, and when you know who you're going to talk about there. So.
Oh yeah.
The old Bearcats. So we'll talk to you next week.
See you next week, Ward.